Hey everybody, it's Ike and
Christine. Hi.
Welcome to episode 25. Can't you believe it's been 25 shows? That's crazy.
It's wild.
So we're still in the Corona lockdown. And so for our beer challenge today, guess what? Corona lockdown beer.
Oh God.
Heck yeah. So let's give this a try. Like we really have to. Hold on.
Oh.
Very
It's spicy.
Trade you.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Courtesy of the Joe Baca bottle opener. Santa Famous Street Eats. If you're in Santa Fe, look him up. This guy's got some amazing food.
He really does.
So let's try it. Corona, prost.
Roast.
Can't go wrong with a Corona.
Oh, mine got fuzzy.
It's a good beer.
Yep.
Also, what I want to bring up, we're getting subscribers at a high rate of speed here in these last couple of weeks. Up to 180, a little bit over 180 or something. So that's pretty cool. I'm super appreciative. If it's 10 subscribers, I'm happy. 180 is just super awesome. It just means there's a lot of people who enjoy what we're doing. And
Yeah. It's weird to think we got to this point.
we never forget the little guy, the people that first subscribed. But when we hit 200, like promised, we're going to give away something else. This time we're giving away a 1 troy ounce of silver. Beautiful coin in its case. For you silver collectors, like my buddy Adon, these are awesome. It is 1 ounce of silver, and whatever 1 ounce of silver is going for now, $15, $18. There's a point in life when it was $50. It's a great little thing to have, and just collect it and watch the market, and it goes up and goes down, and you can trade it, you can sell it, you can do whatever you want to do with it. More importantly, it is silver, and we know what silver does.
All kinds of things.
Brings good stuff around. Silver is really cool to have. Wards off evil spirits. There's a reason. Don't eat it. It's way too big to swallow. Worse yet, to pass. So, because we're still in lockdown, we can't get out and do any investigations. And we don't really want to. I know 3 people that have come down with this virus, so don't take it lightly.
Yeah.
Don't listen to the BS on the TV. If you're my age, if you're a person with an underlying condition, this can be bad. One person I know was put on the ventilator.
Yep.
He's a 50-year-old guy, healthy dude. So don't take this lightly. It's like, let's just stay locked down until this stuff goes away.
And even if you're a healthy young individual, try to at least adhere to the CDC guidelines for other people, because you can still be a carrier.
Yeah. So you may think it's not a big deal, but when you give it to one of your kids, or one of your kids' kids, a baby,
Yep.
and something bad happens, then you're going to probably think, well, that was stupid.
Yep.
So better safe than sorry. Quit playing politics and just do what's right. So enough of that public service announcement.
Yep.
The story I'm going to tell today is kind of a lighthearted, more funny story. And it starts out non-paranormal, but leads into the paranormal. It's also not really law enforcement. But it's a good story, no less, I think.
Yeah.
So here we go. So as you all know, or some of you know, I paraglide. I fly a powered paramotor. And I belong to a club that's based west of Albuquerque, like 30 miles west of Albuquerque along the Rio Puerco Valley. And I've been part of that club since like 2001, I believe, 2001 or 3. And we've been out at the Rio Puerco for probably since 2003, I think.
Yeah.
Now that area, you've been part of that the whole time.
Yep.
You were there as a little one,
Yep.
little field rat. And the place we fly of is, like I said, right along the Rio Puerco, right up against the Laguna Indian Reservation. And many times, creepy stuff has happened out there. Too many times to mention. And also, Interstate 40 is about like a mile and a half to the south of our flying field. And that stretch of I-40 right there has had more fatalities
Yep.
than any stretch of I-40 in New Mexico.
It's
There's
crazy.
just something really weird about that place. I can't even mention how many times we've been out there flying and we want to go home and the interstate's freaking blocked up, shut down because of fatality.
Yep, and then take 2-3 hours to clean up.
So many times just on that stretch right there. And there's something just weird about that area. The flying field, the club owners, I think they have 150 acres out there. And you continuously find pottery shards, arrowheads, scrapers, which are obsidian glass that the natives collected from the Jemez Mountain, which is just one giant supervolcano, or used to be. But it's really sharp, and the natives used to nap them down and make scrapers out of them, really as sharp as a scalpel. And you'll find those things laying around out there. I've got tons of them.
Yeah.
So, a little history about the place. One day, we decided to go camping out there, and I have a motorhome, and I decided not to take the motorhome at the dismay of my wife. I said, we're just going to take the trailer. I have a 16-foot box trailer that I carry my ultralight in and all that stuff. And I said, I'm just going to purchase some lawn chairs, those long, stretchy, I guess you call them lawn chairs, but the kind you can lay on.
They kind of like roll back a little bit so you can just lay flat on them.
Yeah, those kind. I said, we're just going to buy some of those. I already had like one, so we just had to buy two. Instead of dragging out the motorhome, out of the mothballs and getting it ready and putting water in it and all this stuff. So we're just staying overnight. So we're just going to take this camper out with the trailer. So we go down to the field, and it's always a party. There's always people there. It's not as active as it used to be, but back in those days, this was probably 10 years ago. There's always party bands playing, people drinking and just having a good time besides flying. So I fly around sunset, and it's a beautiful flight. We eat dinner, and then it gets dark, and it's time to go to bed because I want to get up early to fly in the morning. So the trailer it's like I said, it's a 16-foot box trailer. It has a door in the back that opens up and a door on the side like a regular house door. So I park everything that was in the trailer outside the trailer, like my ultralight and stuff is parked outside. I set up the 3 cots inside the trailer, and we had sleeping bags, and this is like July, August, pretty hot. So I lay out the sleeping bags on the cots, and we get ready to go to bed. So we lay down, and it's probably 10 o'clock at night. It is stifling hot, and there's just a stench. There's something smells horribly bad. And
we couldn't figure out what it was.
So I keep waking these guys up, Mom and Christine. I'm like, do you guys smell this? And they're like, yeah, kind of, but it's not that bad. And I'm like, no, it's horrible. I can barely sleep. They're like, shut up and go to sleep. I'm like, oh, okay. So I nuzzle into my sleeping bag, and I notice my face is wet. And I'm like, what the hell is this? And I touch my face and smell it. It's cat pee. There was a field cat that belonged to the club, or the club owners. Well, somewhere during this, before we went to bed, I left the door open, and guess what? This cat decided to pee all over my damn sleeping bag.
I don't know how he snuck in there, but he managed to do this in like 10 minutes.
So I'm like gagging. I'm like, my God, I got cat pee on my face, and I've been freaking snuggling with this crap. So I'm like, it's just horrible. So I roll up my sleeping bag, toss it out, get a bucket of water and a wash rag, and just wash up the best I can. And I lay down on my my cot. And since it's hot, I don't need no damn sleeping bag anyway. So about 15 minutes go by, and I'm just about to doze off. My cot collapses. I'm inverted with my head on the floor, which is just a wooden floor, plywood floor. My feet sticking straight up in the air. And these guys are like, what are you doing? And I'm like, I don't know, my damn cot collapsed.
We just looked over and we just see feet sticking up in the air.
So I look at my cot, it's bent, it didn't just collapse, it bent, and I know what you're thinking, some people, but I'm not that heavy. But it collapsed, so I'm getting really irritated. So now I open up the door, throw the cot out the door. Now I'm laying on a wooden floor.
Isn't there a point where you grab one? Oh.
I'm laying on a wooden floor, trying to go to sleep. The floor is super hard. And it's hot, it's super hot. But I'm like, I don't care anymore. So I'm trying to doze off when the mosquitoes came. And I'm not just talking one mosquito. This was like a swarm of mosquitoes. I'm just getting bit everywhere. Every minute I'm feeling a bite somewhere else on my body. So I have an old wing, and these wings are made out of nylon. It's the only thing I have left. So I grabbed the old wing out of a plastic container it's been folded in and use it as kind of a little bit of cushioning and to cover up with, just to keep the mosquitoes off of me, kind of like a mosquito net. So now I'm laying on the hard floor, covered up with a crappy wing, completely covered in mosquito bites. It's saying how bad I'm bit up by mosquito bites. I'm like, whatever. So I go to sleep. So it's probably around midnight now, and something wakes me up, something bumps the trailer to the point where the whole trailer just rocks. And the first thing I think of is, every once in a while there's range cows out there, and I'm thinking maybe some cow scratching his back on the trailer or something. It woke up Debbie. She's like, what was that? And I'm like, I don't know. It's probably a cow. So I get up, which wasn't hard because I wasn't sleeping anyway. Open the door and step outside, get my flashlight, and I walk all the way around. There's nothing to be found. You know, there's no reason for anything to rock that trailer like that. I'm like, yeah, that's unexplainable. So I go back in the trailer, lay down. Debbie said she found out what that was, and I'm like, no idea. Whatever it was, bounced the whole trailer. I'm like, all right. So I try to go back to sleep, and once again, I'm just covered in sweat, and mosquito bites, and a wing. And just about to doze off, and I feel this vibration, like a real low humming sound that's cursing through the trailer. You can put your hand on the wall, and you can feel like it was actually vibrating your hand. You were sleeping, and I woke up Debbie, my wife, and I said, hey, what is that? She goes, I don't know. She goes, maybe it's an airplane or something. I'm like, it's rattling the entire trailer. And she goes, okay. So I step out of the trailer again. I'm outside the trailer now, I'm touching it, and you can just feel it. And the ground, it's pavement where the trailer was parked. You could feel it coming through your feet. Yeah. Something was vibrating the earth. And it was a real low subsonic vibration. It just vibrated everything. And my trailer was hooked to my pickup truck, and I'm thinking, well, maybe my pickup truck is acting up or something. And I checked my pickup truck, and it wasn't just from the truck. The whole truck was vibrating too. The truck was vibrating, the trailer was vibrating, the ground's vibrating, everything around there was vibrating. No sound though, you couldn't hear anything, you just felt it. So that was pretty strange. I'm like, this night will never end. So by now it's probably 1 o'clock, 1:30. So I go back in the trailer. These guys have died from exhaustion by now. So I keep waking them up.
Yeah, the vibration woke me up like twice.
So I lay back down, cover up with my wing, try to sleep, itching like mad from all the mosquito bites. When about 2:30, it starts lightning. And not just ordinary lightning, this lightning is striking all around us. And I'm thinking, this is just great because my paramotor's outside, it's getting rained on. A lot of my equipment that I had to make room for, and the trailer's outside in the parking lot. And I just blew a gasket. And I woke everybody up and said, we're going home right now. And they're like, what? I'm like, I can't take this anymore. I'm going crazy. We're going home. So I'm out there fetching all my stuff. Oh, by the way, I wasn't wearing any pants because they were covered in cat pee. And I didn't have any extra pants. So I'm just in my underwear out there in the parking lot, gathering up all my, my paramotor and my toolbox, everything I threw out there, throwing it back in the trailer. I'm soaking wet because a downpour came from hell. It just dropped like an inch of water in just a few minutes. It
was like a lake was just straight dropped on us.
And it's about an hour drive from the field back to my house. So on the way home, I'm in my underwear, soaking wet, got the heater blasting in my truck to dry out in the middle of August. Like, never again. I said, I will never sleep in my trailer in that place again. So that was a cool little adventure. And that place is, you can feel it when you fly out there. I've got probably 1,000 flights out there at that field. And certain times you get in touch with something while you're flying. You really do. You're up in the air and just, you can sense. And there's been a lot of stuff that happened out there in the newer times. We had a pilot die out there. We had a mid-air collision, and he passed right fairly close to where we were camping that night. Some stuff has happened out there, but I think the stuff that's going on out there is ancient. I think there's a lot of just unexplained weird stuff happening out there. So
yeah,
pretty crazy. Take up paragliding and stay out there. It's pretty fun. So anyway, thanks for watching. Short little lockdown episode, off topic, on purpose, just to lighten the mood a little bit. Hope you enjoyed this little show.
It's still one of my favorite
story. Because just reliving it irritates the heck out of me. I'm like, that was one of the worst nights I think I've ever experienced. You plan it all out for your family, try to have a good time, and it was just something was knocking you down every 10 minutes.
It's honestly impressive, the amount of crap that happened that night.
Yeah, it's insane. Also, don't forget to subscribe, like, and watch Indian River Hauntings. There's a few of us from New Mexico that are regulars on his show now. It's on every Tuesday at 5 o'clock. He live streams his show. It's very entertaining. You can communicate and talk to him back and forth. Pretty good, awesome show. Larry's also a retired police officer with many, many, many years. His co-host, Chris Hoff, he's in England. Super awesome guy. Love that guy. Archaeologist. very, very talented. The videos he puts out just blow me away. He's in transition with his YouTube channel right now, so it's shut down for a moment. I'm sure it'll be back. It's awesome to watch. I love his channels. He's all into World War II air bases and aircrafts, and all of us kind of are, so that's kind of neat. Make sure you watch him and check it out. Fun to watch. So we'll get some more ghost adventure type stories back in here fairly quick. I've got some interviews set up. I got an officer set up to come, but that officer's in quarantine right now, thank you. It was set up to be interviewed today, and I was notified yesterday that that officer's been placed in quarantine. Got some outside investigations set up here sometime this summer. Still plenty more stories to come. We never seem to run out of stories or things to talk about. Appreciate you guys watching. Appreciate you guys liking this. Give it a thumbs up. Tell your friends to subscribe. And you have anything to say about this?
No.
No? As usual? All right. We'll see you next time. Bye.
Bye.